Alright guys, what's going on? BSG bringing you another Grand Cross video. In today's video, we're just literally going to be going over the scheduling of banners and how they compare from 2021 to 2022, how they line up and stuff like that. For the most part, there should be a lot of similarities between the releasing of banners and whatnot, because you will see that they do follow a pattern, right? They do follow a certain pattern and you're definitely going to see it. But before we get into it, guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification bell. I don't really say that a lot because I feel like no one actually presses the notification bell, but if you do want to stay up to date on the channel and any video that I release, go ahead and hit that bell. And thank you guys so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's just hop right into the video. So we're gonna take a look at January 14th of 2021. Nanashi was the first unit to actually release, which is pretty crazy that he's literally a year old. It feels like he released forever ago, right? But it's only been a year since he has released, and some change, of course. But yeah, Nanashi was the first unit to release. He was delayed until the 20th, but he was the first unit to release. His initial release was the 14th of January. At least that's when he was supposed to release. And then after him, Valenti and Easton dropped. Mark II Valenti dropped with the red Easton, not Awaken Easton, but the red Easton. So she did drop with that, which is very, very interesting. Now, if we take a look at 2022, Sora was the unit that dropped first. This is JP, by the way. This is the JP side of things. This is not global. This scheduling is for JP, so just keep that in mind. So Sora was the first unit to release on January 13th of 2022, and he dropped for the second part of the New Year celebration alongside Meliodas, because Meliodas was the unit before 2022. The last unit of 2021 was Darkness Melly, and he dropped literally for the New Year celebration. Then after that, we had Scotty and Alette. So Scotty and Alette are basically the Easton and Valenti of this year because they dropped together. Now their banner was horrible, but Scotty actually ended up being a very, very good unit for the Demonic Beast battle. Very, very solid unit overall. Alette is legitimately like a Guild Balls unit. She cannot be used anywhere else besides Guild Balls, and that is not a joke. Like her whole gimmick is Guild Balls, right? So yeah, unfortunately Alette was garbage and still is kind of trash. But yeah, so they released then we have Melascula on the 10th of February, and then we have Queen Diane on the 24th of February. So if we go up to 2021, we can see that Derriere released on the 10th, and then Denzel was Denzel was a very, very awkward release because he released technically alongside Merlin, but he was free. So yeah, I don't believe we got any free unit. Let me check. No, we didn't get a free unit here. Melascula was the seasonal unit that, you know, is similar to Derriere, because Derriere was the Valentine's Day unit of 2021. Again, Denzel was like in that awkward spot where, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on back then. So Denzel was in that awkward spot where it was the 18th of February, and then I believe it was a week later Merlin dropped. So we didn't get anything like that this year, although I kind of would have liked if we got something like that, to be honest, like a free banner, because Global's second year anniversary celebration was shit. Like, it was actually just terrible. So I wish we would have got something like that, maybe like a free, I don't know, maybe like a free Dreyfus or something. I don't know, like a free Dreyfus, a free Hendrickson, maybe like a free Simon, like something like that. That would have been really cool. A unit that we could just get for free, right? And a banner that could give us some more fodder units like dupes and stuff like that. That would have been really nice, but we didn't get anything like that. We got Melascula as a seasonal unit, and then we got Queen Diane that came out. This is for the second year anniversary celebration. Last year it was for the download celebration. I skipped past it. Yeah, the download celebration, 30 million downloads. We were not synced up as we were last year, so remember that we were not synced up last year. So just keep that in mind. I don't believe we celebrated the anniversaries until later in the year, where we got where Global actually did end up getting some of these units like on the same pace, right? On the same pace. See right here, we celebrated the half, like the 1.5 5 half-year anniversary for JP, and on global we didn't get it for like another 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, Merlin dropped then, and then we go down. So March 25th, Oslo and Hawk aren't really that important. Like, they were part of the Himamatsuri event, and this year we got, I believe it was Elaine. Was it Elaine? I think it was. Yeah, Elaine dropped for the Hinamatsuri celebration. It doesn't say it here, but she did actually drop then, so keep that in mind. That is important to remember, because she filled in that spot with Oslo and Hawk. Like I said, it doesn't, like, they're not that important. And then we got Bond. He was a step up banner. Now this is where some differences start to occur, because Oslo and Hawk, they were not free. Just keep that in mind. They were not free. They were not a step up. They were just a regular pity banner, I believe. I believe they were just a regular banner. And then we got the collab units. March 25th, we got the Raise Zero collab, and this would not end until April 8th of for JP, right, of last year. This year we ended up getting Demon Lord Rimuru and Shuna, the slime collab rerun. We did not get this until April 28th. Again, this is all JP. I want to keep that in mind. This is all JP. I want to just put that out there again. This is all JP. April 28th compared to the March 25th. That's basically a whole month. So yeah, that is pretty insane to think about, because last year, you know, it was a month, like literally a month in between the festival banner and the collab. This year, when did we get the end? 24th of we got the end the 24th of February, and then the collab was April 28th. That is actually some really good spacing, because remember, this would give you time to save up to actually summon for the actual collab, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. But then here we got some filler units like Bon and your Moongar and Tarmio. If we go back up, we can take a look. So we got Amelia and all of them, right, the 25th. Then we got another festival banner, which is insane. Another festival banner in Zeldris and Chandler. So Festival Zeldris and Chandler dropped on the April 15th. April 15th is when they released. So yeah, that's crazy. That's actually pretty insane. And then another collab, bro. We got nothing like that. Like I said, we got a few like fillers. We got Bon, Yamungar, and Tarmio before we got the collab. Like, that's just not on the same schedule, like scheduling at all, because these were all separate banners. They weren't all like together. They were all separate. So that is something to take into account. Like, I feel like the pacing for this year in particular has actually been solid. Like, it actually has been pretty solid. Pretty good pacing. Like, there's the spacing's good. It's not like we had Queen Diane filler unit, then we had I don't know, a festival unit, then we had the collab, then we had another, like, yeah. Now Elizabeth is a little bit different, but it's almost basically a whole month anyway, because Demon Lord Rimuru released on the 28th of April and Elizabeth released on the 26th of May. So keep that in mind, the 26th of May. So that's basically a whole month, you know, to summon on Rimuru, save up, or whatever you need to do, right? It's a whole month. So the pacing is actually not that bad, because if we look in between, it's legitimately 3 months since Deanne dropped. So that's 3 months you could have saved for Elizabeth, right? Because you got March, April, and May. So I think that the pacing for the festival releases have been pretty good, right? For the most part, because Meliodas released on the 30th of December 2021. Then we would not see another festival banner until the 24th of February. It's pretty good. But yeah, so far the scheduling has been different. I feel like here on out we will see a little bit of a difference in the scheduling, because you can't look at this and be like, oh well, we know what's going to happen, because Purgatory Bond did release for the 2nd anniversary on JP on the 27th, and then we have Elizabeth on the 26th this year. So it could be a lot different. It could, because we have a free unit in Hawk. Hawk basically, you know, is the Arthur of this year for free, right? Arthur was not free last year. You had to summon on his banner. He was not free. So as far as it goes, we could actually see a little bit of, you know, scheduling difference if we just try and see in the future. We know Brynhild is, well, we can speculate Brynhild is going to arrive because we did get some leaks. So let's say, I don't know, we get a filler unit here, but then we get I want to say here we could see Brynhild. So the 24th of June, we could see her release next week for sure. Like, that's not out of the realm of possibility. But if they follow the similar pattern, we could potentially see Brynhild, but she would be actually no, because she will be a part of the anniversary. So I feel like Brynhild will fill in this spot for Ozzo and Hawk. Then this is where things could get a little tricky. Could we see another seasonal unit? Maybe? I don't know. I actually have no idea how this is going to work. This is where everything just gets confusing. They could easily sidetrack us and give us a throwaway unit, and then they release Brynhild within this same scheduling, and then from here on out, you know, we get a couple of other units here, and then up until we get to the basically what 2.5 anniversary in July for global. I feel like that's when we'll be seeing a probably corrupted Mael potentially. That could be another thing. So we don't know. Like, we actually don't know when we'll be, what we'll be seeing in the future. I have no idea. I really don't, because then we look at here, these units are just like seasonal units, like a PvP reward in Gil Thunder. We had the 40 million download celebration. That was Hijack, Gother, and Hauser. So I don't know. Like, I actually don't know what we'll be seeing in the future in the coming weeks. It is interesting. I hope that they do good by these units. So far, every unit that has come out in like 2022, maybe like Shuna might be the worst out of them all. No, Alette. No, Alette is definitely the worst. No, that was stupid. Alette is definitely the worst. But every other unit that they've been releasing have kind of been a hit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they actually have been pretty good units that you could use either on the back, or they've just been very good. So I hope that they keep going with this the rate they're going with, because this is good. Like, this is good. There hasn't really been, actually, I would argue that ever since Terry came out, they haven't been releasing too many bad units. Because once Terry and Iori came out, you have Magelda. True Secret Merlin sucks. I don't care what anyone says, she's ass. Then Magelda came out, she's very good. Then you have Harley Quinn, Chad King. You had Christmas Lilia, very good. Liz, who's a 4-slot unit for time limited dungeons. Meliodas, best unit in the game. Sario, who's very good on the goddess team. Scotty, who's good for the deer. Alette sucks, sorry. Malaskala, who's very good for assault melee and just a very good unit overall. Queen Deanna, phenomenal unit. Elaine, very good with Chad King and Small Wings King and all that jazz. Bond, who could be used on a 4-slot. Yamungar, who's basically an essential unit for deer. Tarmio, its grace is insane. Then you had Rimuru, who's very, very good. Shuna is mid, but you know, Ironclad Mono is very good on the right team. Hawk is Hawk, like it's just a Hawk. And then Elizabeth, who's very good. So I feel like ever since Terry, the units that have been releasing haven't really been that bad. The banners are another story, but the units themselves are not that bad. So I don't know what's gonna come in the coming future, but I hope whatever it is, they do follow a very good scheduling. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Who do you think is gonna release this year? Who do you think is coming next? Do you think it's Brynhild, or do you think it's something else? Let me know. I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and as always, I will see you all later.